Hi everyone, it's Q of Aqleqtic Tarot. I hope that you have been well. I hope that things are going well for you as they are for me now that I've taken some downtime to relax. And guess what? Today we're going to be looking at messages from Spirit with regards to the Pisces New Moon. So these will be Pisces New Moon messages from Spirit as the Pisces New Moon is coming to us next week, February 20th. And guess what? The sun will also be in Pisces next week, beginning the Pisces zodiac season. So if you're ready for these messages, ready to see what Spirit has to say, please stick around. All right. All right. And today we're working with the Moonchild Tarot deck, a tarot deck that I absolutely love. And I feel like this dreamy cosmic landscape is going to be perfect to bring in these Pisces New Moon messages for us. And these cards are very large, very thick, so bear with me as I shuffle and mix things in. All right. So with Pisces, right, being that Pisces is the last zodiac sign if you follow Western astrology. With Pisces being the last zodiac sign, I think the first messages that I kind of want to look into, especially with Pisces, closing things out is, things that we need to focus on ending, right? Especially with this Pisces New Moon and Pisces season literally beginning next week. So as Pisces closes things out, let's see. What does Spirit think that we need to focus on ending? Set this up here. All right. Okay, so one of the things that we need to focus on ending or putting a stop to with this Pisces New Moon energy is how we work with the things that we keep close to us, how we work with our secrets, right? Some things we probably shouldn't say and probably shouldn't tell. I get that they're sacred, they're close to you, and sometimes it's not your business to tell. But at the end of the day, we need to examine how we're holding on to the energetics with regards to the secrets that we keep. And not only how we're holding on to those energetics make us act and do things that we probably normally wouldn't do because we're holding on to things that are burdensome, right? Sometimes secrets can be very burdensome, and they cause a lot of emotional stress and a lot of stress with regards to how we work and interact with others in the world. So yeah, I think that's a very good thing for us to focus on. Stop doing, okay? Yes, you have your secrets, but make sure that you understand that when you hold these secrets and when you're holding on to all of that, the energetics does manifest from you in society and in your interpersonal relationships differently than when you don't have these secrets that you need to hold on to. So ask yourself, are there people that you can talk to? Are there people that can help ease you of that burden? And if it's something that you have to take with you to your grave, listen, I'm not here to judge, but if it's something that you have to take with you to your grave, just understand that people know that something is going on with you. People know something is going on with you and you're acting weird. So you may need to focus on rearranging how you present yourself to the world, holding on to these secrets. And I also feel like you need to stop lying. Okay, I'm getting some lying. Stop lying, because people can see right through the lies. The only person that you think you're fooling is yourself. So, yeah, that's very interesting. But it kind of makes sense, because the realm of Pisces is that in-between realm, that realm that can be somewhat dark, the realm that isn't open to everything, that's hidden, that's secret, and that does include lies, lying, the burdens of secrets. So you may want to, if you don't have to keep these secrets, unburden yourself, because you are acting weird and you're acting strange, and everyone knows it. The only person you're lying to is yourself. Okay? Yeah. And what's so funny with regards to these secrets, the ways that you're lying, you're holding on to things that you don't need to hold on to. It's actually depleting you. And once your persona, once all of the things that make you who you are is depleted, you start to fade away, right? You start to fade away. And I know that you think that you are doing either yourself or the person that you're holding the secrets for some type of service, but you're not. You're not. The knight in shining armor that you think you are, holding on to this, it's not going so good for you. And you're going to be led to have to make a choice. Okay? You're going to have to make a choice. And it may not be pleasant, but you can't avoid it any longer. Okay? So focus on unburdening yourself from the lies, from the secrets, from the things that you think you need to protect other people from, because it's not working. It's not working the way you think it is. People think there's something wrong with you. They know something's wrong with you. You're not hiding it the way that you think you're hiding it. And you know in your mind, you're getting worn down. It's depleting you, because this burden is too much. These secrets are too much. These lies are too much. And it's time for you to really think about, you have to make that decision on whether or not you're going to keep on with this farce that's depleting you, or if you're going to take a stance, tell the truth, unburden yourself so that you can move forward. So you really have a good, if we're just talking energetics, you can spill the beans whenever you're ready to. But this Piscean energy, this Pisces New Moon energy, is good. It's going to be good for manifesting, but it's going to be good for releasing too, because it's going to be the realm of Pisces, the letting go, the endings. Okay, so that's the first set of messages from Spirit. Unburden yourself. Stop lying. Stop keeping secrets, because it's wearing you down. And these cards are very large. Once again, these are very large cards. They're very durable, but they are very large. Okay, so think in the realm of Pisces, the Pisces energy, right? Some of us are big daydreamers, as I am a Pisces sun. So I'm speaking for my Pisces. Our time is almost here. Some of us are big daydreamers. But there's a point when daydreaming becomes nothing more than delusion or illusions of grandeur. So let's see. Let's see what Spirit has to say about that. Okay. One of the first things that Spirit wants you to be aware of when it comes to the realm of delusions, illusions, however it is that you are not thinking straight, not thinking properly about. And I think this is a little bit different from speaking about how you have to unburden yourself. But this is all very, very, very tried and true Pisces energy. You need to see the writing on the wall, okay? When it comes to finances, when it comes to money, when it comes to the energy and flow of money. And I'm not just speaking to Pisces sun signs. I'm speaking to everyone. This is a reading for everyone, right? You need to look at the writing on the wall when it comes to your finances. For whatever reason, you think that things are going to go back to the way that they used to be. No, sir. No, ma'am. It's not going to happen. Why? Because the world is different. The world today is different than it was last year. It's different than it was 2-3 years ago. You know what we're referring to. And the way that things have changed, and I may have to do a reading on that type of energy too, but the way that things have changed, you can't keep applying these old, familiar, old, outdated principles to how you earn money and how you make money, okay? You can't do that. You know, it's just like when people say, okay, boomer, yeah, right now, how you're thinking about money, how you're thinking about acquiring money, making money, moving money, investing money, that old paradigm way of thinking, it's not here anymore, okay? The world has changed, and it's time for you to update your thinking and the way that you do things with regard to finances. It's time for you to update that and get creative with it, right? You may have to work with different people, work with organizations, work with different tools and skill sets that you never have before. And I think that this will be a good way for you to get the best out of your finances. Working with different people, but working with new skill sets, new tools, things that you maybe have not thought about before, or things that you maybe never even thought of as a tool, right? To get your money, your finances, your investments, the way that you want them to be. But how you're thinking about it is going nowhere fast. And the way that you're thinking about it, you're stressing yourself out thinking about it, but it's only because the old ways, they're not here. They don't work anymore. You have to move daily, weekly, monthly, yearly with how the world moves and with how things change with regard to making money. I know that you see it out here. You know, you can't keep listening to people who have been out of the workforce, you know, like our parents, our grandparents. We can't keep listening to them because all they know is go into a place, apply for a job, you get the job, and then you work there 30, 40 years. You know, we, even now, and this has been a thing for the past, 10 years or so, 10, 15 years or so, this weird, the weird software that they use for, you know, when they're accepting resumes and whatnot. That software and all like that is weird. You have to know how to beat it. You have to know how to play around with it. And even now, that's beginning to change. So you need to be aware of your illusions, your delusions, and thinking that the way that you get your money, make money, save money, invest money, Those old ways of the past, they're not going to work anymore. This is truly a new day, especially with us being in the age of Aquarius. Society and the global population with regard to how we do things and the tools that we use have changed dramatically, and they're going to keep on changing. We are no longer in an earth-based age, okay? That don't work no more. You have to start applying the age of air, that Aquarius energy, that unique, that quirky, that non-traditional ways to making money, to getting your investments together, as opposed to the old paradigm, okay? So be aware of this illusion that you can keep doing the same old thing and that it's going to make a difference and change. It's not, okay? All right. And I felt like that right there, the way that I'm feeling energetically saying that about the finances, I feel like that is probably the most potent message to come out of these Pisces New Moon messages as of right now, because that just raised my blood pressure. So they really just raised my blood pressure. So paradigm shifts, right? All right. Now, with Pisces, just like some of the other signs, we have a sort of, there's this duality that we live in day to day, whether we want to or not, right? Those of us affected with that energy. Some people, you know, when they are very earthy, they have no problem with planning things, organizing things, you know, being here on earth. Those who are very airy, they're sometimes up in the clouds. That's where they live. You know, this fleeting energy. But those of us who have the Pisces energy, these Pisces placements, we live in two separate worlds on a day-to-day basis. Now, what those two separate worlds are for you, you know what they are. For me, I live between the realm of earth and spirit, and I walk between the two on a daily basis. So, with that being said, and being that Pisces is full of duality, always walking in between worlds, let's see what Spirit has to say. Let's see what Spirit has to say. And I'm in a very Piscean mood, as you can see all of the purple. Okay, so here again, we have our lovely Page of Cups that we had from, I think, the first set of messages. And then we have this Page of Wands here. And then we have this Knight of Cups here. All right, so you're going to have to check the energies, and you're going to have to make a choice. You're going to have to make a choice. And it's so funny, I'm looking at this. She's standing here. Standing, motion. Standing and motion, okay? How do you get from standing, being still, not moving forward, to moving fast, motions with a purpose? How do you get there? You get there because you're going to have to take action. You have to make the choice to be one that puts forth the action, okay? The actions is because energy is moving. If you don't do something, this is where you're going to be. And as you can see here, the door is open. The portal is open, right? The portal is open. But you can't just stand here and think about things in the spiritual. You have to make that action, make that decision, make that choice to bring things from the spiritual down to the physical, where you can start to put things in motion. Yes, as above, so below. But sometimes those with these Pisces placements and this Piscean energy, we sit in this dreamlike state and don't make any moves. All you have to do is walk through that door. Your horse, your movement forward, your way forward is through this door. This is through this door. But the only way you're going to get from here to here is by taking action. Taking action. Taking action. And I also love these cards right here, right? We're talking about forward progression. This is a page, this is a page, this is the Knight. When you are also looking at the court system of the tarot, there is progression from page to Knight to Queen to King. You need to go from here to here to get to not only the state of motion, but the next stage of progress. Is levels to it? Seriously? Feeling some type of way about it ain't gonna do it. You have to put in the actions, the motions, the start, light that fire under your buttocks so that you can get to the next stage. Get to the next stage, get to the next level, which is motion, movement, going forward, but with a purpose, right? And I kind of feel like this message is also, it's not just about saying yes and actually doing the yes to get to where you need to be. I kind of feel like this message is for some people who are, there's a term for it in the magical community, armchair magicians, right? Some of you all already have the knowledge, the theory, the spiritual stuff to get things done, to start to change in your world. For whatever reason, you just won't do it. And you need to ask yourself, what are you afraid of and why won't you do these things? Okay? Because to get things moving and shaking, baby, you got to get this action going. You have to do the work. You have to take your spiritual cleansing, bath, shower, whatever it is. You have to put up your protections. You have to get your roads open, remove those blockages. And then you got to do your success work. And then you have to go out into the real world and put in just a little bit of work so the spirit can help you along. You know, reading about it for 5 million trillion years and finding 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different, you know, whatever it is that you're looking into. Okay, that's good and fine. But you found all those things. When are you going to do something? When are you going to do something? Because guess what, baby? March is around the corner. And if you haven't done anything yet to try and move yourself forward, guess what? It's going to be December 2023, and you're just going to be like, okay, well, 2024 is going to be my year. Make 2023 your year. Move from the theory, from the thoughts, from the sitting around, from the floating around, to the action. Wands is action-oriented. And go get yourself a damn cup. Go get you a knight. Go get your horse. Go get your car. Go get your rocket ship, your train, your skateboard, whatever it is. This forward motion, you need to level yourself up. Whatever that means for you, level yourself up. So, yeah, just, you have to make a choice. It's a conscious choice, but not just make the choice, do the choice. And this is a theme that occurs in a lot of messages that I, put out here on YouTube, in the space or whatever like that. But this isn't me. This is Spirit saying the same thing. Every day that you wake up, and there's the train, every day that you wake up is another day to do something. Wallowing around, looking at what you could be doing instead of doing the things, is it going to help? So we will see come, April, May, June, who decided to do something different. So that choice isn't up to me. It's up to you. Okay? So if you did not like that message, please take it up with Spirit, because I feel like this message is for someone who needs to get off their buttocks. And you know who you are, whoever you are. All right. Another realm of Pisces is to work within the spiritual realm. We are the high priestesses. We are the spiritual workers. We are what you would call the witches. We are the healers. We are the doulas. We are these people that work with the energies, that work with portals. So let's see what Spirit has to say with regard to spirituality in this. Okay. I feel like, what does this mean? The Hierophant. The Hermit, okay. Let me try and bring these together. These cards are so large that I try to space them out, but I really can't. I want to keep things on camera. Okay. All right. So, being that Pisces energy, a lot of Pisces energy, because we are these spiritual people, we are these magical people, I feel like one of these messages from Spirit with regards to spirituality itself is some of you all are stuck between how to start your path, begin your path, right? Some of you are so attached to the dogma that you're just afraid to do anything. And maybe this is related to, what we just talked about, right? But Spirit wants you to know that this is your path and your path alone. Whatever you do with regards to spirituality, however you want your path to be, it's for you to decide. This is personal. You come into this earth on this plane of existence alone. When you leave here, it's going to be a journey to the other side by yourself. So your spiritual path while you're here on earth is yours alone. There's no one else in this picture here with this hermit. There's only one person, and that one person is you. Okay? That one person is you. Don't get caught up so much on dotting every I and crossing every T. Because when you get so bogged down into the dogma, the theory, the what about this, what about that, you're going to miss the journey. You're going to miss the journey. And you're missing the journey because you're not taking any actions. So whatever your spiritual path is, whatever you want it to be, go be on that path. But you still have to, move forward. You have to move yourself forward. And I do understand that there are rules and there is logic when it comes to spirituality and how we do things. Like, for example, if you wanted to do, make a sweet jar, right? A container spell. If you want to make a sweet jar, you would use something sweet. Oftentimes it's honey. You're not going to put boo-boo in the honey jar, right? That's poo is not sweetening anyone to you, right? So there are rules and there is logic when it comes to spirituality and just things that make sense, but don't get caught up on the super fine, minute details. You'll drive yourself crazy. But this path is still yours and yours alone. It isn't for anyone else, okay? Now, the next thing with regards to spirituality, I'm starting to get a little tired, is that you cannot keep looking to the past for balance. What does that mean? That means what's in the past is there to teach you, but it's not there to level you out. You, in this sense, if you keep worrying about what was, you're going to lose out. You're going to lose out. And I feel like somebody is just, some of you all are so attached to the past that it stagnates you. Where your focus and attention goes, that's where the energy is going to flow. And I feel like whoever it is that is attached to the past, you need to let it go. Learn from it, but let it go. And because of that, this focus on the past, let it go, because right now you're imbalanced. Your energy is imbalanced. It's off balance. And this isn't good. Okay? It is not a good thing to be so focused on the past that the way that you are. And I kind of think I know who this is. And if this person ever watches this video, let go of the past and focus on what's now. If you keep going back to the past, you're going to end up stuck there. So, kind of feel like I know who that is. Okay, so yeah, your spiritual self, your aura, your being, what makes you who you are, being stuck and tied to the past, let that go. Let that go. Let it go. Because now you're being stuck there, you're imbalanced. Your brain can't do what it needs to do. You can't focus on what's around you and what's now because you're so stuck on the past. You are off balance and imbalanced. So take that for what you will. Now, the next thing that we need to talk about is, okay, so why do you feel that you don't have what you need for your spiritual space? And this is so much energy that's stagnant, that's stopping, that's trying to reverse and revert, because there are actions that are either not being taken or actions that are focusing on the wrong things. And with these last set of cards, it's just like, you have what you need. You have what you need. But because you think you don't have what you need, and you think that you don't have the power, you think that you aren't connected to the divine spark, once again, You're not doing anything. You are. You are. And a lot of times this Piscean energy, it's mental, it's emotional, it's two things at once. But I feel like right now these are people who are air focused, are kind of like you might be at the detriment with this upcoming Pisces energy. If you know, like for example, Virgo and Pisces, they're opposites, right? Because that thinking energy, that mental energy, that is y'all with this Virgo Mercurian type energy, the way you all think. This is including Libras and stuff like that too. Y'all might get toe up this Pisces season, this new Pisces new moon, because y'all might get toe up because for whatever reason, not being able to let go, too many details and decisions that's incapacitating you, and just focusing on the past, like trying to review everything to try and see what you can do better. Listen, just learn the lesson. You learn the lesson, keep going forward. But I feel like some of y'all might be feeling it. Y'all might feel it because there's so much that you need to do, but you're just incapacitated. And it's not your fault, but this reading is just for you all to take note of that so that you can recognize it and then begin to move forward and start to let it go. Like all these things that we've talked about, you need to let things go. You need to make choices so you can start moving forward. It is not too late. I know we don't see any more Happy New Year banners and all that other fun stuff, but it's not too late for you to get things going. You just really have to think about things differently. You have to let some old ideas and paradigms go, and you have to just do something. Just point in a direction and go, and stop getting bogged down about all the things. And also know that it's your journey to do alone. This is your life for you to live. It's not for anyone else to live. This is your life. This is your spiritual practice. This is you. You are here. You are you. Okay? But don't get so bogged down in things that you can't move forward. Stop looking so much at the past. Right? Because it's just like when we're driving. When we are driving, we look in our rearview mirror, but we're focused on what's in front of us. We're not looking at the 10 cars behind us on the expressway. We're not looking at that. We're looking forward. So I kind of feel like this Pisces new moon, it might be kicking some of y'all ass. Some of y'all who are, mercurial in nature, those thought leaders, it might kick y'all ass because you don't know how to work within this fluctuating energy, especially when it makes things dreamy and floaty. But you're still going to have to make a choice, and you're still going to have to do you, but just not to the nth degree. So yeah, those are the messages from Spirit for this Pisces new moon coming up on February 20th, which will also be when the sun enters the zodiac sign of Pisces for this year. So we're going to have Pisces sun energy, Pisces moon energy. It may get, a little dicey for those of you who are very grounded, who are very mercurial, and who are very earthy. But just know that, you need to unburden yourself, okay? Unburden yourself with the lies, the secrets, because you're acting funny and people can tell. You need to be aware of and understand that the ways that you made money, the ways that you invested, the way that you save, all these things are different now. And you cannot keep applying old paradigms to this new age of air that we're in. I'm not talking about, Pisces per se, because Pisces is earthy, but Pisces is watery, but this new age of air that we're in, that really started a few years ago. This new age of air that we're in, because the world is different. The world has changed. Your old paradigms and ways of thinking, you need to change with it, okay? You have to make a choice about what it is that you want to do. Make the choice and follow through with action. And when it comes to your spiritual path is yours. Do not get stuck in the mud and held down by the dogma, by the trying to do things perfectly, because when you do that, you're not affecting your world. You have all of the tools that you need. Just go do something. And just remember that this is your path and your path alone. Okay? So, with that being said, these were the channeled new moon messages, Pisces new moon messages. And I hope that this information is helpful. I hope that it makes sense. And if you ever need to figure out what's going on for you yourself personally, because this is an overall general reading for kind of everyone, this Pisces new moon reading. If you need something for yourself, please schedule a reading with me so we can go over things and see what you personally need to focus on or deal with, okay? So that is it, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and go. I love you all. Thank you all for being here with me, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.